Hi there, my beautiful Taurus Gemini. Welcome into your reading. So today we're going to be looking into your month of December and what you can expect in your career, love life, and we're going to start here with some overall energy. Okay, so by the way, if you're interested in getting this exact reading as you see it here on YouTube, but personalized for you, you can check that out on Patreon on the Look Mama I'm Flying tier. And I'll email it to you at the beginning of every single month. And this is actually a great time for you to join us, because for those that are active, an active member until the 6th of December are going to receive a digital postcard with messages from your guides, totally personalized for you. So if you're interested in having the chance to get that, I would say rush, because you may not have a lot of time for you to join us. But yeah, so let's get here into your reading and see what we got. All right, so we have Spear, heartache over what you no longer have. We have Hand, in need of help, assistance, and guidance. We have Dog, or dogs, getting together with friends. Get back to the basics. And Chair, empty, someone is living your life. Okay, so there's clearly something here that we're going to stop having. And I feel like that's definitely going to cause some heartache here. I feel like this is going to be a month where, because this is not happening and because maybe you don't have this anymore, it will be a great time for you to lean in on your friends and on the people that are closest to you, that you know you can count on. To be honest, this does seem to be about a relationship, but take it however it resonates. And I feel like it's going to be about, if it is about a relationship, I feel like it's about getting back to the basics of your self-love, right? Of also appreciating all the love that you have around you. That's why friends and family and those closest to you are going to be so important. It's because they are sort of like the root and the little seed of love that is the start of everything else that is related to that. So and I feel like the biggest seed, it is your self-love. So if this is about a relationship and someone you broke up with recently, or you're having some sort of falling out, remember to focus on yourself too, and to not forget to take care of yourself, to go out on a day with yourself, to prioritize yourself, to place boundaries, to have fun, okay, and to be kind also to yourself, because I feel like often we tend to love everyone else and we forget to love ourselves and to say nice things, especially for those, I feel like especially those with earth placements tend to be very harsh on themselves. So try to calm that Taurus side if you resonate with that too, and try to focus on the good things that you have. Okay, you can always be better and get better. That is absolute truth. But focus on the things that you are doing great. Be proud of yourself and take care of yourself. Now, if this is not about a relationship, this could be about you leaving some sort of situation, and it could be about career. I feel like this get back to basics. I feel like it would come from a place of perhaps you feeling a little lost and not really sure what to do, which next step to take. Maybe this is even a little bit bigger, and it's talking about, the upcoming year, since we're reaching, the end of 2024. And maybe you're already looking forward into what the upcoming year is going to look like. And it's like, what the heck am I going to do with my life? And what is my career going to look like? So I feel like with this get back to the basics, I feel like it's about understanding, what are you interested in? What are your passions? What do you see yourself doing in 10 years, right? Really try to figure out what tickles you and what you would be proud of doing, and say, hey, I do this every single day, and I'm so freaking proud of myself to do that. So try to ask yourself a lot of questions and try to, get back to those basics of getting to know yourself on that point of view, okay? And if you need to get back to the basics of, hey, just getting a day job to pay the bills, do that while you're figuring yourself out. It's totally okay, all right? There's nothing to be ashamed of if you need to do that. But let's see here. What do we got? I already pre-shuffled a couple cards for you. We're going to start with career, and then we're going to get into love. And let's see what do we have. So, pure intention. The fairy of manifestation will help you to use your wishes wisely. Manifest your heart's desire with pure intention and for the highest good of all. And then we have light. The fairy queen of light comes to shed love and light onto your current situation and to remind you that light can penetrate the darkness. So I feel like this is essentially I don't know, summing up what we've been talking about, especially if you've been feeling lost. It doesn't mean that you've been, that you had to lose a job, or that you don't have anything going on right now in your career. It doesn't have to be that big. But it could be that you're just a little bit unsure of what the next project's going to look like, or how do you want to climb up in your company, right? Maybe it is like you're already in your day job, right? Those basics. And now what do I do? Where do I go, right? And I feel like this light and pure intention, it's essentially just reminding you that, hey, everything's going to be okay. Your guides are there with you, and focus on your heart's desire. Okay, because that is what's going to help you manifest a beautiful life with a beautiful career and something that will really make you happy. Okay, so if you're feeling a little lost this month, first of all, remember that Mercury is retrograde and Mars is retrograde. We have two of the most annoying planets in retrograde together in retrograde. So just be patient with yourself, okay? It is a tough time for everyone. So don't freak out if things seem a little bit more crazy than usual, and just try to be a little patient, maybe towards the end of December. Actually, let me just give you some clear dates. And Mars goes direct, well, it actually goes direct a little bit down the line on, end of February. But at least Mercury goes direct on the 15th. So again, more towards the end of the year, you could feel a little bit more, easygoing. But with Mars retrograde, that could be a little bit of a period where even your actions are, I was going to say unfounded, but I feel like there's some sort of truth to it, because if you don't know where they're going, you're just randomly taking actions. But I feel like even your actions can feel unnatural. And so don't worry too much about it, okay? I feel like once Mercury goes direct, there's always a little shadow period. But I feel like once it goes direct, your mind is going to clear up a little bit. And then I feel like it's about using your Taurus side and really creating a plan that helps you out with those actions, okay? So let's see here. What do we got from the tarot? And I feel like it would also, with all of these retrogrades, one thing that could come up is old wounds. And I feel like one of those old wounds could be something about people pleasing. And that is something to keep in mind, because while you're soul searching, you cannot be soul searching with other people's opinions and what they think you should do at the back of your mind. Okay, it's about you discovering more about yourself, okay, and not what other people think you should be doing and all of those things. All right, so just be careful about that. I feel like you have a great potential here to manifest a beautiful life, but you need to be sure of what that looks like. And that Seven of Swords tells me that, first of all, you're not sure, you're not even clear about it. And secondly, you could be listening to other people and letting them influence you, and that's just going to hurt you even further. Okay, so forget if your cousin thinks you should be, a chef, and you're not even comfortable with that. Forget if your mom thinks you should be a doctor and you hate blood, you faint at the sight of blood, okay? Forget about all of those ideas that other people have of you, and be clear about your boundaries when it comes to that. Okay, I feel like leaning onto your friends, it's going to be helpful, and it's going to be important, especially when you're feeling a little bit more down. They can be a great source of pep talk, okay? But don't let them be anything more than that, okay? Don't let them kind of tell you what to do and hey, why don't you pursue this? And it's nothing related to you, okay? So I feel like this is going to be an interesting month for you, especially again with self-discovery and owning your power in some sort of way, okay? And when it comes to career, I feel like you really need to take some time to sit down and talk to yourself, okay? And then I feel like with this magician here, this is your Gemini energy, first of all, but I feel like with this magician, it's almost like a magician creating a plan, right? So I feel like it's coming back to that thing where once you know where you need to go, take every single little step that you can to make that happen, okay? Whether that is a practical step, more from the Taurus part of stuff, or a more spiritual, maybe a more creative step That would be a little bit more of the Gemini part. And that would come with visualization every single day, or creating a letter to the universe, thinking them about your future reality and your future career. Okay, so any step that you can take, please take it. All right, but I feel like your biggest thing this month is things maybe getting a bit confusing. That it's okay, breathe through it. Okay, and really try to get to know yourself to find the answer. All right, let's get you here some further advice. Okay, I think that is it. So we have a time for healing. So there we go. If there is some sort of people pleasing that gets triggered with this, it's time to heal it. It could be a good reminder for you to look at that. Okay. Or any other sort of wound and trigger. But that was definitely the one that was jumping out the most. And we also have look at the bigger picture and believe in the impossible. So no dream of yours is too big. Okay. Please remember that. And I feel like it can look like it, but try to zoom out. Maybe, when you were little, you thought that some sort of building or some sort of trip or the first day of school was really big, and now you look back and it's like, yeah, that was nothing, right? So it's the same thing. Try to zoom out on this moment and know that this is just a season. It's just passing, and it will pass, and you'll find your way. Okay, so try to zoom out a little bit, look at the bigger picture, and understand that this may seem very scary, but in a few years, you're going to look back and it's like, first of all, you're going to be proud. And secondly, you're going to think, yeah, that was nothing. Okay, so let's get here into love and see what do we got. Manifestation. Ooh, so we have lots of like magic going on here, which is great. And at the same time, it's not so much, because manifestation, when it's not clear, it's just clumsy, and you're going to manifest something completely different than what you were expecting, and possibly you're just going to manifest lessons. Okay, so again, you are in an incredible manifestation period. It's important that you're clear on what you want to manifest, and that can only come from the heart, okay, and from nowhere else. Be very honest and clear about what you wish to manifest in your life. There you go. Now write it down on paper. Manifestation, step 1. And then we have get outside. It's time to go outside, tune into the powerful peace of nature wherever you are, and feel at one with your habitat. So I feel like this is about upping your confidence, your self-confidence. I really wouldn't be surprised if this portion of the reading is for those of you that are single and maybe not totally ready to mingle, but I feel like at the same time with a little curiosity and longing for that love. So I feel like the key here is, again, get back to that self-love, okay? Be confident in your own skin. Be proud of who you are. Know your assets, let's call it that. Know your assets and know your flaws, right? And be authentic more than anything, okay? Feel at one with your habitat. Feel at one with who you are, and be authentic when you're getting to know other people and that kind of thing, okay? And then with this manifestation, it is very important for you to know what your ideal partner looks like, okay? It's not about, oh, it looks that way and it has that name. No, are they kind, right? What are your values? What is important to you? What are non-negotiables? So I always say this, create a list of non-negotiable stuff that you want in your ideal partner, and then you can add in a little extras that it's like, oh, they should really love nature, but if they don't, that's okay, I'll just go on my walks alone, and then we can talk about it, right, and share notes. But just really make sure that you have things figured out about what you want in a partner. Don't be afraid to be picky, but get those non-negotiables sorted out, and understand that you need to be that partner for yourself too. If you want someone kind, then be kind too, okay? Especially to yourself, all right? But let's see here. What do we got from the tarot? I would say that this, with the going outside and the dogs, and that thing of leaning on your friends, it could be like, hey, let them be your wing person, right? Let them set you up on a blind date. Let them introduce you to someone else, okay? Let them take you out and have some fun getting to know new people, okay? You don't have to do anything. Just get to know people, talk to strangers, just put yourself out there to open the doors for that new love to show up. Okay, but let's see here. All right, what do we have from tarot? All right, so to be honest, I don't think you're meeting anyone this month. We do have the 4 cups and the 9 of wands, and then we have 8 of pentacles, 3 of pentacles, and the star. For some of you, you could be very focused and very caught up on this whole thing of career, right? And being lost and trying to find your way, essentially. But I feel like a part of this also has to do with some blocks and holding back, not being entirely comfortable with the whole idea of new love. And that's why I feel like this would be so great, especially with the 3 of pentacles, of letting other people help you, right? I feel like just the fact that you were at least putting yourself out there and just talking to strangers, just getting to know people. Really, it's nothing more than that. Just getting to know people, just learning new stories. It could even inspire you in your career, right? But I feel like it will also help you heal and boost up that confidence a little bit, okay? It's not about finding casual stuff. If you want to do that, that's totally on you, but that's not really the goal of this. It's not about finding casual stuff, nothing like that. It's just getting to know people, putting yourself out there, building that confidence that maybe you've lost a little bit, that, maybe you feel like you've lost your charm a little bit or something. It's about training it, putting it into practice. And if your friends do have someone that they want to introduce you to, let them, go with the flow and allow them to help you out. Again, if you don't like them in the end, it's just like, yeah, this is not it. This is totally okay, but at least you've experienced it and you've opened the door to it at least. Because I feel like right now you're a bit hesitant about it because you may still very focused on the past and what happened. And I feel like getting to know other people, even if you're not attracted to them, but you just find good, honest people, I feel like that could help you let go a little bit of perhaps the preconceived ideas of, oh, men are this and women are that, and maybe you actually find some pretty amazing people that will help you break down those walls, okay, and get you a little bit readier. Because especially at the bottom of the deck we have the 2 of wands here, so I feel like this month you could open the door for new love, but I don't think you're meeting anyone with that potential, okay? But let's see here, what do we got in terms of advice? We do have some Aquarius energy here, so in case you have an Aquarius friend, they could be relevant, okay? Or maybe someone is setting you up with an Aquarius. That could also be something. But we have over here, bring love into the situation, absolutely. Bring love to yourself more than anything. And also bring love to, again, just friends and family. Be grateful for that, because that is a great way to manifest true, honest love. And bring love to strangers, just good vibes, and just, allow yourself to be there as a good, honest human being that you are. And then a time to give rather than take. I feel like this is really this go outside, it's a time to put yourself out there rather than just staying at home, reading your nice, comfortable book, and just have fun, okay? You don't have to go out every single night, but just have fun, risk it a little bit, okay? So let's finish this up. I'm gonna have to switch hands for this because I had a little accident on a finger. But let's finish this up with some fun stuff for you to do. Okay. You can do these alone. You can do these with someone else. Totally up to you. This is just a little inspiration, okay? So we have picnic in the park, cook your favorite meal, clubbing or dance party. We have thrift shopping, puzzles, and YouTube painting. So just basically following along those YouTube painting tutorials and just having fun, okay? But that being said, this is what I have for you, my Taurus Gemini. I really hope this helped and resonated somehow. If it did, don't forget to smash the like button for me and subscribe if you haven't already. If you're interested in that Patreon, definitely take advantage of this little period where you'll have access to that digital postcard. I feel like it's going to be very fun, and it can bring some pretty important messages that your spirit guides have for you specifically. Okay, so The link is going to be down below for that. You can also check out my decks, merch, journals, and tarot course, and that is it. So thanks so much for being here. I love you very much. I wish you the best, and hopefully we'll talk very, very soon. Bye-bye.